Okay, we're gonna play more. I did say I would play more of this. Um, Hang on. What the heck is happening? Oh, there we go. I did say I'd play more of this today. So we are going to play more of this today. Maybe a couple of hours of this, then I'll take a break, and then I'll probably come back with maybe some more Shipbreaker. Although I haven't done what I said I was going to do. I did say I was going to do that other field before I came on and did this, because I wanted to do some more I wanted to work on the bio plant, but I can do it the other way around. I can go and harvest the other two fields, and then take my break, finish off this field that's closest to me at another time. Right now, I'm just kind of. I'm not going to complete this right now, but I'm kind of working on flattening this. When I went off camera last night, I decided to work on a little bit with this before I went and did something else, and I managed to get actually. I'm gonna have to take this roller with me. So what I might do is stop here, jump out. Let's go and check what we've got done. 43%. I think they've fixed it. That's the most I've had done, and I didn't spend as much time. I didn't spend that much time doing that. Let's lift that up. We're going to drive over to the bio plant. Actually, on the way we'll pick up the headers here. Or should I pick that up on the way back? I've got to come back to pick up the trailer, so I might as well pick that up on the way back. So we're going to go and drop that roller off at the bio plant. Then we're going to come back and we're going to grab the header and the blower over there. Pick up the trailer, and then we're going to come over to the fields out this way and harvest them. But with it raining right now, we're probably going to have to skip a day, because we can't really harvest in the rain. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop our little roller off. There we go. Go and pick up our blower. How much gas we got? How much fuel? Just over half, I think. Oh crap. Get out while he's driving. Not a good idea. So yeah, 2 hours of this. I thought I'd start doing a bit more of this. Seeing as on my actual videos and I wanna thank everybody in this particular video. I want to thank everybody who's started watching my cattle and crops series on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. I'm kind of blown away by how many people are watching this on YouTube. It's like unbelievable. To say I'm a new YouTuber and everything, I didn't expect to see, like, on my episode 6, I think it's where I do some bailing on episode 6, I think, and that's at 60 views right now, and I'm like, wow, thank you very much. I got 3 new subscribers, three new subscribers to YouTube over this game, I think. So I do appreciate that. I'm really thankful for people who actually whoa who actually want to watch. So it kind of encourages me now to do more of this. I guess people like, even though it can be a little bit boring to watch, I guess they're watching it. So and I'm thinking, because I'm trying not to where's that dog? Come on, dog. Oh my god, I didn't touch him. So what I'm trying to do with this particular series is manage the farm without actually right, we have to sleep a day. We can't cook, we can't harvest like this. So let's before we walk in there, let's check what time I need to sleep till. Let's check the calendar. We're on 22. Right, so this is there. So we need to sleep until, well, 7 o'clock. That works. Right, so let's sleep until 7:15. Okay. Oh, that's just gone through 20. Oh no, that went through 23, 22. So now what weather we got? Oh, we've got the same weather. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're gonna take our vehicle over to field 10 and 11. We're gonna harvest these fields and take everything that comes off these 2 fields down to the bio plant. And we're looking pretty good on these fields, actually. So yeah, the plan with this series was to never take a loan. I've come close a few times, but looking at the way the interest you have to pay back on it, and how much you're actually getting for the loan. If you look, if we go for 30k for 3 months, we're looking at interest of 1,500, which isn't too bad, I suppose, but loan charges are 9, and then monthly rate payback is 10 grand. Now I can understand, because you need to pay back 30k, so it's going to be 10 grand over the 3 months, paying back a total of 32,000. Now if you knock it up to 100 odd, and we go, let's say 36 months, 6k, 9k, annual fees will be 3 grand, and monthly fees are 3 grand. The amount we're going to be paying back is 39,000 over the top of what we pay. So to be honest, I'm trying to stay away from that. Right, let's work on this field. So this harvest is going straight over to the biogas. so that we can start making a little bit of cash back off of it. And as soon as we've done these fields, we're just gonna actually, thinking about it, even though I messed up on not sowing the field 19, I could still get a, in fact I should have thought of this yesterday. I could put grass on it, although I'd still need to hire or rent a seeding machine for one field. It's at this point in time, renting for one field it doesn't make sense economically. Drop down. Oh, hang on, we're gonna need to back up a bit. Stop. Drop that. Drop that. Okay, let's go over to the biogas plant, drop this off, come back, finish that. We are going to be working on getting, actually, oh, I might have to stop her task. She's meant to be working on the biogas. She won't be able to do anything once it's covered, I don't think. She won't be able to mess with it when it's covered. I wonder, I wouldn't mind if they could, let me see, is there a suspend? Let's have a look. Is there a template for it? There is. So I could stop her from doing that. We really don't need to run over the weight thing because they're all empty anyway, and we're not going to be filling it. It's never going to get full off of what we're making right now. Right, let's drive down the middle. Let's just drive straight down the middle and see how it spreads. Right, stop. Actually, go. It didn't spread out as much as I thought it would. When I went into my silo back at the farm, it just spread out, like seriously spread from wall to wall. This time it didn't do that. It's a bit strange. Alright, let's go and pick up our stuff again and continue until we get those two fields dealt with. You know, I'm thinking, actually, actually, let me get him running over there by himself while I check something. Let's go in here. Come on. Right, let's check on two things. This is what I'm currently running with. And it's, where's the, wow, there is not, the information I actually want isn't even on here. What the heck? Like, oh, volume, here we go. 19 Square meters. Okay, so let's see what this one's got. Oh, this one's only got 18.1 square meters. That's not so good. Why? Why is... Why is that not more? That makes no sense. That's a better trailer. You're paying almost 10 grand more for it, yet it doesn't hold as much. I guess we're going straight for the big one then, aren't we? Oh, where is the big one? There it is. That's 50. Or we could go for that one. Oh, that's the same price, so it's not really going to make much difference. Lack of trailer sizes. Lack of trailers in this game. I need a better trailer than the one I've got with a fixed towing hook with a higher capacity than the one I'm currently driving. Hi man, Irish. I don't know. That last update, they've changed. According to what I read, that last update they did was more to fix pricing of. They dramatically changed the pricings of. Well, I like the cow system they threw in. That was two updates ago. I like this. Now I can actually find out when my cows are going to be the best price. Anything over 700 kilograms, my cows are going to sell good. And this system now, that this pricing thing, it's not easy to get your head around, because like, where's the biogas in this list? I'm not even seeing the biogas at all on this list. Oh, hang on. No, that's not it. These are what you can buy. This is the harbour trading, and then we've got grain harbour trading. Why? Oh, yeah, we might. Yeah, you can buy that to probably seed with it. Then you've got the baling system, gas, and this is all the fertilizer from here, and then we've got the seed at the co-op and cows. There is nothing there to do with the biogas plant, which there should be even though you're not selling directly to it, really, there should be something on here that can give you a little bit of information about like we're sticking this in, right? But there should be maybe they could split this piece up and put in put this lot, these three, well actually these four here at the bottom underneath with a header like this, a line, a yellow line, biogas at the bottom of this window, and put in projected. It doesn't even have to give you a amount. They should tell you that you're gonna make this much possibly off of let me turn that volume down a little bit. It's probably overdoing my voice. So they changed how much money you can make from the biogas plant, and until I've actually filled that thing up and got it up and running again, I'm not going to be able to tell what they've done. The recent one was mostly a bug fix, I think. I don't think they changed anything to do with the vehicles, because I do take note of what they do on the updates, because I like to know what they've done. especially coming out of early access with this game. I was always watching what they were doing in early access, what changes they were making and things like that. So I tried to read all the patch notes of games that I'm playing. I didn't see anything that's mentioned anything about vehicles. Anyway, how are you doing, mate? I know I haven't played, and I know I haven't played this game for a while. Played a little bit of it yesterday. Tried to prep. I wanted to prep all my fields for harvesting. I did some seeding, and I had my employee finish that field off over there, and then I did a bit of fertilizing yesterday of this field, and I did some harvesting down on field 14, 15, 14, 15. And then I was gonna finish 15 or 14 off while off camera, but then I thought, I came on and I forgot to do that, so I decided, and I said in my video yesterday that I was going to do or work on these two fields on camera because I wanted to get the biogas plant running again. Nice. You like it? I like it. I like this game too. Right? That's another thing. That's another thing they need to fix. If the developers are watching, something here is still switched on. It's still making the noise, and it should turn off as soon as you disconnect it from the freaking tractor. I think it's this. Yep. That should not have been running. When it disconnects from the tractor, I know it's probably an oversight of the developers and everything. I know I'm not dissing them. They probably didn't realise that that's happening, and there is little bugs that should be fixed, and that's one of them. If you disconnect something that's powered from a tractor, it would switch off. But yeah, I love this freaking game too, man. And I've just I've gone the wrong way. Let's go across this field. And I'm still trying to make. Hang on, have I gone the wrong way? Yeah, I should have come off the bottom of it, shouldn't I? Come off the bottom, go down this road. Yeah, that's where I went wrong. I'm looking forward to more updates again. I'm hoping that they're gonna do some. Where am I going? Yes, you need to for you to skip time. You need to task up a. Let me show you. For you to skip time, you need a feeding task. You need to get an employee. You don't need to give them a vehicle. You basically throw in which barns you've got the cows in. You then hit a recurring task, set the time that you want them to work. You can then save the template by hitting X down here, putting in a name, which I put in feeding down here. Hit save, and then once you've done that, you then go to template, and you'll be able to bring that back up. And she basically goes and feeds. She goes and feeds my cows. Now you can actually set this. You don't have to feed them every day. you can make them feed them every 2 days. They do have enough food to last them 2 days. I have her do it every day. It to me, if they're getting fed every day, then they're never going to run out of food. But for you to skip time without your cows starving to death, you do need an employee to do it. You don't. I can't remember which one mine is. Let me see. Let me go to employees. My staff. I've got a two star employee. I'm paying her about 1,800 a month. You can get a lesser one. All the stars mean is how fast they work. So if you're wanting a field hand, somebody who's going to work the fields, a 2 or a 3 star work hand gets the fields done faster. If you're just doing the feeding of the cows, I think you could get away with a 1 star without much problem. Let's move. But yeah, the cows are kind of important if you've got them. That you will definitely need a work hand to look after the cows before you can skip time. Unless you could actually skip. It depends on how you do it, right? You can actually get away with if you haven't got a field, and I think I might have actually videoed this at one point in one of my videos. You can actually do around about 10 days. You can skip time for about 10. I think it's 10 days is roughly where you can go with skipping time by yourself without a hand. You can do, I think, 10 days, and then you have to go and feed your cows. And I have actually done this. I think it was my first year of doing my own farm without the introduction, the tutorials. I was working on my own farm. I had 10 cows, and that was two pens inside the barn, and I was doing the feeding of it myself. It's kind of annoying that you have to do it that way. I wasn't sure whether I could afford at the time. I didn't know whether I could afford a hand, so I did it myself for the first year. But the second year I managed to just get a hand and let them do it. And that at that point you can skip as many days as you like. You can skip right to the point where the crop is ready for harvesting, as long as you've got enough. And that's another thing they need to fix. I've noticed that the work it did work for. I don't know whether they've broken it in one of their patches or not. But the work hand doesn't seem to take any food from the silos, even though you tell it that you want it. Even though you tell it you want them to use a silo, I don't think they use that much food from there. I don't know where they're getting it from, but I've managed to go through this winter. Now this is the reason why I'm thinking it's not working properly. The first year I had 2 fields, and I used all of the maize from those 2 fields and I put it into the silos. It came to roughly about 221,000 litres of maize. And I also did field, I think it was 14, I think it's 14 I did. I put grass onto that field and I made grass bales from that field, and I barely made it through winter. Right, so I used all of the 21,000 litres and 1 or 2 grass bales. This year, this winter that I've just gone through, I've got 93,000 litres of maize still in the silo, and I've got more cows this year. So I don't understand why I barely made it the first year round, and the second year I've got like 2 extra cows, and I had roughly the same amount. I used the same 2 fields this year as I did the previous year with maize, and yet I've got 90 odd thousand litres left. I don't understand that. Yeah, I was feeding them myself. Yeah, that's it. That's the only equation that's different. I was doing all the feeding myself. Every 10 days, I'd go and feed them and use the maize out of the silos and go and feed them. And the following year, I used a employee. That's the only equation that's different in the 2 years, is that I didn't feed them the second year. And yeah, that to me, there's something a little wrong. So if you get the employee the first year around, you might get away with not using that much food. If there's a bug still in the feeding system for the employee, which I think, looking at it myself, there is. Because in my opinion, I shouldn't have come out of this winter that's just gone through. I shouldn't have come out of it better than, I mean, seriously better. I was looking at like maybe getting through winter with maybe 10 litres, 10,000 litres left over, not 90. There's no way I was thinking I was going to come out of it with 90 litres of food left. Especially when I added 2 more cows to the herd. This time around, I'm going to add another 4 cows to the herd, so that I've got like 12, 16. Now, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to have 18 cows this time around. So there should be no way, with 18 cows, with the same amount of food that's coming off the fields. Where's my? That's at the bottom. There's no way I should be able to survive the winter with that amount of food that's in. Well, I will actually survive it this time, even though I'm going to be adding cows, because there's going to be the 2 fields that I normally use. They're going to be there as well. So I'm going to have the 90,000 litres that should have gone already, plus the new field, the new harvest that's gone in there. But yeah, I think they're going to have to work on that worker, and I think they broke it, because I think when it first came out 4 weeks ago, I've lost track of how many weeks it's been out. When it first came out, it was working, and I think they broke it in one of the patches they did. I think the first patch, I think they actually broke it on the first patch. But having used the biogas for a year, I've managed to get, hang on, I don't want it working while I can't see. I managed to get some quite a bit of distate in there now. 58,000 litres. I know that's still not a huge amount, but it's gonna help me with getting these. I won't have to buy so much fertilizer now to get my maize fields working right. When we finish harvesting this. All right, man. I'll probably be on for another hour or so, 2 hours maybe. You have a wonderful weekend, though, mate. Is are you're in Ireland, aren't you? Have you gone into lockdown? I thought you'd gone into lockdown. That lockdown over in the UK is not going to be good. Oh, right. 2 weeks into lockdown already. I know England's just gone in, and Wales is supposed to be coming out in the next week. It's a bit rough over there. I don't know, and because of the freaking election that's just happened over here, I have no idea what's going to happen now. But anyway, you have a wonderful rest of your day. If I don't see you before I finish, I will be playing a different game later this afternoon. So you might accidentally come in on a different game that I'm playing. After I've stopped playing this, I'm going to take a couple of hours and then probably come back with something different. Alright, man. See you later. Wow, 6 weeks. Oh. So, Avish, I like him. I think he's cool. He comes and asks questions that I like him. I think I think he came in a few weeks ago, and we've hit it off. And there's a few other people that like watching this game as well that come on my stream and ask me questions. But yeah, the animal thing. I think it still needs a little bit of work with the tasks. Let's drive a little bit off, a little bit off, a little bit off. All right. I'm definitely going to check when we finish doing that field. I'm definitely going to check, see how much. I'm going to actually get my pen and paper, and take. I'm going to start taking notes of how much yield really is coming off of each of these fields. I should have been doing that from the beginning, because like I have no idea if I'm making more or less off field 14, 15 and taking it into. Although I have been taking note, not a precise note, but I know that 15, 14, when it's in the farming silos, roughly give you about 221-ish litre, 221,000 litres ish off of those two fields. But this field looks as though it's actually yielding. The amount of times I'm having to come back to this, I think it's yielding pretty good. think it's going to be about what was the other one? I think my field 10 with a part chunk, a little bit of chunking off of 14 came to 90,000, I think. This should come to at least 100. How many times have I been down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 90. 5 times 19 is 190. Or is it? No, it ain't. 1090. No. 1900. You had 2 knots, yes. We'll check. Got at least another maybe 2 runs up and down this. So even though I ran it over with the tractor fertilizing it. Oh no, don't fall over. Okay, we'll drop you down now. Stay, that's it. Even running it over while I was fertilizing it, it has kind of affected the yield a little bit, but not that much, I don't think. I so want this field, this huge field next to me. You know, if I actually get that field, actually, I wonder how much that one is. That's a huge field. That would be a nice field to get, actually. Let's check how much that's going to cost. That's it, innit? Yeah, that's the one. That's 3. 71,000. You know, thinking about it, when I first started, if I'd have bought just one field, if I'd have just bought that field, it might have been a better way of doing it. Because let's see how much. Let me think. We own 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1. Does it actually tell me how many acres I actually own? Come on, there's got to be information here that tells me how many acres I actually own. And there isn't. That is ridiculous. For a game that gives you so much information, it doesn't give you the actual information you want. There's no, I own this amount of acreage here at all. Maybe here, maybe here. Let me see. Maybe it'll tell me in this window. Or maybe it won't. It won't. Okay, devs, that's something you can do. Give me more information. Actually, it doesn't actually show it on that window either, does it? Nope, it doesn't. It just tells you what fields you actually own. It doesn't give you any acreage of total acreage of what you've got. Which to me, that's more. I'd like to know how much full acreage I've got. Right, so we're gonna stop here. Wow, okay, stop. Let's jump out. Let's run back there and see how much we've got in here. I know we haven't finished harvesting yet, but 94,000 litres. Okay. Well, 94,000. So it is going to be roughly about 100 and something litres coming off of that field. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have bought this, just bought one field to start with, and I should have bought this one. That, and even though it's a huge field, although I could, depending on how much money I make off of these cows, and well, actually, I'm thinking about fields and I shouldn't be. We should be thinking about more of self-sufficiency, and to do that, I need to get the seeding machines. And once I get the seeding machine, I will be actually self-sufficient. Oh, well, no, I won't actually. I'm still gonna need the fertilizing tank, and to get that is gonna be 130,000 with the boom and the actual tanker. I think the tanker's 100. Now, I think I'm still gonna go with the seeder first. Get the seed and the king corn, and then I'm gonna come back and buy the tanker. And then once I get the tanker, I'm probably gonna be holding off on buying vehicles, even though I'd like to get a combine and start doing some wheat farming. But even with that, I'm gonna need, with the wheat farming, I'm gonna end up being not self-sufficient again, because I'm gonna need to get the baling machine, as well as the combine, which the combine's like very kind of really expensive. I think it's 400,000 for the combine, roughly, maybe a little bit more. Alright, let's take a little bit off of this one, because there's no point in going to the biogas plant biogas plant empty. So we're going to grab a bit of maize off this. It's all going to the same place anyway. Drop that. Drop that. Pull on out of here. So what I'll do is I'll check what total, even though we took a little bit off of the end of that one, not enough to really change our knowledge of our fields, because when I'm going to be doing a total anyway at the end of how much these two fields have given for this biogas plant. Huh. We were compacting it while we were driving over it. Unreal. I saw it moving underneath the wheels. So I think they fixed that, the compacting thing. I think it was kind of broken when I was trying to do it on my video, but it seems to be working a lot better now. Once you finish these harvesting of these two fields, we're going to do some compacting on that before we roll it over and start fermenting. And I think it takes about, I don't know, I think that's one of the things that changed as well. I think they changed how many days it takes for it to ferment. So that's something we're gonna find out in either this or the next. See, we're close to putting a break in my video for YouTube. So I like to try and keep my YouTube videos, even though I didn't realize one of my YouTube videos on this is like 2 hours long, and I try not to do it like that. Can't wait to get a bigger machine for this. Although, I think even with a bigger machine, it's still not going to be as fast. It's not going to be that fast. Although, I'll be able to get a bigger trailer, and it'll take less time driving back and forth. Right, off. When we get back to the biogas, I'm going to jump out quickly before we throw this on there. I want to check. I want to check. Hang on. Yeah, it's that way. It's that way. Getting all turned around. Yeah, I want to check what the dial's reading when we get back in there before we put this in. $114,000. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Right, let's get in here like this. Stick that gun in and go. Alright. Now actually, at one point I'm going to try and get I want to see what an employee would do on this harvesting thing. I haven't actually tried that, you know. I should. Possibly next harvest of this. Next time I do this, I'll probably do a video of the employee doing the ground harvesting. I want to see. Oh, actually, I would like to see whether the employee would do the system that we're doing right now. Because normally they would drive alongside you with a trailer when you're harvesting. It's a shame I didn't get that other field done. I'm still kicking myself for not getting field 19 with maize in it. All right. Yeah, I'm so wanting that field. I'm trying to stop myself from buying it because, like, that is a nice field. It'd suit my biogas plant down to the T because it's right there. I mean, literally right here. Alright, slowly getting that field done. Let me just quickly put my cut into my video. YouTubers are gonna wait until next episode for the covering of the silo and things, so it should be done.